Hey everyone, it's Daniel here from the world of Apple with a video about Apple's latest media event in which they unveiled several new products including updated iPods and a new Apple TV. Apple CEO Steve Jobs started the presentation showing off some of Apple's new retail stores in Paris, Shanghai, and London. Apple has invested a lot of money in these properties and is very happy with the outcome. Jobs went on to announce several fascinating facts about the company's recent achievements. 120 million iOS devices have shipped so far, and there are 230,000 new iOS activations made on a daily basis, and over 6.5 billion applications have been downloaded so far. In addition, 25,000 iPad applications are available on the App Store right now. The first announcement Jobs made was that iOS 4.1 would be made available next week for free. It has bug fixes, high dynamic range photos, which provide better lit photos, HD video uploads over Wi-Fi, TV show rentals, and Game Center, which iOS developers can build into their apps to share gaming data, and users can find friends to play with online. After this, Jobs gave an insight for iOS 4.2, which will be made available for the iPad and iOS devices in November. Amongst other features, it will have wireless printing. This is really great because now the iPad can be used even more effectively in a working environment and brings the iPad one step closer to the functionality of a laptop. Another announcement was that Apple's AirTunes product, which streams music over Wi-Fi, would be changing names to AirPlay, and you will be able to stream video and photos over Wi-Fi to Apple TV and iOS 4.2 devices. Jobs then moved on to what we've all been anticipating, iPods. The new iPod Shuffle has been radically redesigned from the old buttonless clip version, but surprisingly resembles the second generation Shuffle. This fourth generation model is smaller and has buttons and a clip, and the software features of the third generation Shuffle, so it has voiceover and playlists, as well as Genius mixes. The new iPod Shuffle is available for 2 GB for $49, and it comes in blue, green, gold, pink, and silver. The new iPod Nano has been dramatically changed. It now sports a small touchscreen, which means that they've gotten rid of the beloved click wheel for this product. It also has a clip and hard volume buttons like the iPod Touch and iPhone. It's 46% smaller and 42% lighter than the previous Nano, and it supports voiceover, FM radio, Nike Plus, a pedometer, and 29 different languages. I think it's important to take note that this is not an iOS device, so although it has a home screen with buttons for all the different functions, it does not have apps. Also, it doesn't have a camera like the previous model did. This iPod Nano will be available in the same colors as the iPod Shuffle, with the price of $149 for 8 GB and $179 for the 16 GB version. Is the omission of a camera and a click wheel something that consumers will be willing to compromise for a smaller footprint and a touchscreen? Only time will tell. The next iPod is the iPod Touch, which is now the world's most popular iPod and the #1 portable gaming player, beating Nintendo and Sony. The iPod Touch has the much anticipated features of a thinner body, 2 cameras, a microphone, and a Retina display with 4 times the pixels. It also has the A4 chip, like the iPhone and iPad, and a 3-axis gyroscope. The front-facing camera can be used with FaceTime through a fake phone number to converse with both the iPhone and other iPod Touches. The rear camera supports HD recording and editing from iMovie. It can be purchased for $30 more than last year's model for $229 for the 8 GB version, $299 for the 32 GB model, and $399 for 64 GB. I'm really happy that with this generation, Apple didn't make the 8 GB model have a slower processor than the 32 and 64 versions. The next announcement that was made was about iTunes 10, which, among other things, has a new icon and a special view for songs with their album covers. It also has Ping, which connects your Facebook and Twitter accounts with iTunes, so you can see what your friends are listening to and share what you like. You can even follow artists' Twitters inside of the iTunes interface. Apple's final announcement was a revised Apple TV. The changes include all HD, only rentals instead of purchases, no storage management required, streaming rather than syncing, photo slideshows, and a much smaller footprint. For only $4.99, you can rent an HD movie on the day that it comes out to Blu-ray and DVD, and that price will lower after a while. For 99¢, you can rent a TV show from ABC or Fox, and the other studios will become more available for this price later. In addition, you can stream your Netflix movies and watch HD YouTube movies and see all your MobileMe content. The new Apple TV is priced very well at $99 and will be available in only 4 weeks. Oh, and there's one more thing. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and visit theworldofapple.us.tt. If you get one of those cool new Apple TVs, don't forget to check out The World of Apple in HD on YouTube.